All right, everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to be looking at something that's, well, pretty crucial for anyone who wants to, stand out online.
Yeah.
Especially if you're down under in Australia.
Right.
We're talking website titles and meta descriptions.
Those little snippets of text.
Exactly. But don't let their size fool you. These things pack a punch, especially when it comes to SEO.
Oh, absolutely.
And to help us unpack all of this, we're diving into a recent blog post from Now Technology Systems.
An Australian web development company.
Yep. They really know their stuff, and they've got some great advice on how to make those titles and descriptions really work for you, specifically in the Aussie market.
It's amazing how much these seemingly small elements can really impact your website.
Oh, totally. I mean, think about it when you're searching online. What makes you click on one result over another?
That's a good question.
Is it the website name?
Sometimes.
Or maybe the little blurb underneath?
Yeah, that little description definitely plays a role.
I think for me, it's got to grab my attention.
Like a good headline.
Exactly. It's like that first impression. You want to stand out in that sea of search results.
And especially in a place like Australia, you got to know what resonates with the local audience.
For sure.
So let's unpack this a bit.
Okay.
Starting with the why.
Why?
Why are titles and meta descriptions so important for SEO?
Yeah, okay, so we know they grab attention.
Right.
They make a good first impression. But what's the real impact, like, on my website's actual performance?
Well, they directly affect your click-through rate.
Click-through rate, meaning?
The percentage of people who see your link in those search results and then actually click on it.
Right.
A well-crafted title and a compelling meta description, they can seriously boost that rate.
Interesting.
Which, of course, drives more traffic to your site.
More traffic, more visitors, more potential customers. I like it.
Exactly. Think of it as your website's, elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch.
Convincing both search engines and people that you've got exactly what they're looking for.
Okay, all right, I'm sold. Let's get into the nitty-gritty here, starting with those title tags.
All right.
What's the secret sauce to crafting a killer title tag?
Well, you got to be concise, obviously.
Right. Keep it short.
But also captivating.
Ooh, concise and captivating. That's a challenge.
And all within a strict character limit.
How strict are we talking?
60 characters.
Oh, wow, that's not a lot of space.
Yep.
Got to make every word count then.
Absolutely. Imagine writing a headline for a newspaper, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be intriguing enough to make someone want to read the whole article.
Oh, I get it. Like a hook.
Exactly. And now technology systems, they have some recommendations.
Lay it on me.
That are especially relevant for Australia.
Okay, I'm ready.
First and foremost, relevance.
Relevance.
Your title needs to actually reflect what's on that page.
Makes sense. No clickbait, right?
No clickbait.
Got it.
Then you've got your keywords.
Keywords. Those are the words people actually type into search engines.
Right, exactly.
Right, okay.
So you want to use keywords that people in Australia are searching for.
So I got to think local. Like, what are Aussies actually typing in?
Precisely. Think about the local lingo, the search terms that are specific to your target audience in Australia.
Got it. So, like, if I'm selling surfboards, I wouldn't use beach. I'd use surf break or something.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
But, and here's the catch.
Catch.
You don't want to just stuff keywords in there.
Oh, right.
Google's algorithms, they're smart. They can spot that a mile away.
And that's not good.
Not good at all. They might even penalize your website.
Ouch.
It's all about finding that balance, being natural.
Natural. Got it.
If you have some space after making it relevant, accurate, and keyword-rich, you can also add your brand name.
Oh, right. To build that brand recognition.
Exactly.
Smart. Okay, so title tags, check. Now, what about meta descriptions?
Ah, yes, the meta description.
These are important too, right?
Very important. They give you a little more room to breathe.
To breathe.
To elaborate on that title.
Oh, okay.
And really entice those clicks.
Gotcha.
Ideally, you're aiming for around 155 to 160 characters.
155 to 160, okay.
That's the sweet spot for Google.
Sweet spot, right?
Think of it like, a movie trailer.
Ooh, a movie trailer.
You want to give people a taste of what's on the page?
But not the whole story.
Exactly. Leave them wanting more.
Love that analogy. So how do I create a meta description that's, as captivating as a movie trailer?
Now, technology systems, they recommend starting with a strong hook.
A hook? Okay, so like grab their attention right off the bat.
Exactly. Don't bury the lead, as they say.
Right. Get to the point.
And keywords in the meta description.
Keywords, are they as crucial here as they are in the title tag?
While they're still important, the focus should really be on precisely. Think about it. What would make you click on a result?
Good question.
What information would be most valuable to someone searching for what you offer?
All right, so we've hooked them with the title. Now we got to give them a reason to click.
Exactly. And a strong meta description, it also includes a clear call to action.
A call to action.
This tells the user exactly what you want them to do.
Oh, okay, like learn more or visit our website.
Exactly. Or shop now, download our guide, be specific.
So we're guiding them towards a specific action.
Exactly. You're encouraging engagement, making it super easy for them to take that next step.
And this is where I can also highlight what makes me different, right?
Absolutely. Those unique selling points.
Unique selling points.
Oh, I see. So I can mention things like, I don't know, free shipping.
Yes.
Or exclusive deals.
Exactly. Or even the fact that you're an Australian-owned business.
Oh, right. Got to appeal to that Aussie pride. It's all about using those few lines of text to say, hey, we're different, and here's why you should choose us.
I love it. This is all great stuff, but I got to be honest, managing titles and descriptions for every single page on my website sounds a bit, well, daunting.
I can understand that.
Any advice on how to make this whole process a little less overwhelming?
Well, luckily, there are some fantastic WordPress tools out there.
WordPress tools.
That can really simplify things.
Okay, tell me more.
Now, Technology Systems actually recommends a few specific ones.
Oh, perfect. Let's hear them.
One of the most popular is Yoast SEO.
Yoast SEO. Heard of that one.
It's a plugin, gives you real-time feedback and suggestions as you're writing your titles and descriptions.
Ooh. So it's like having a little SEO expert right there in my WordPress dashboard.
Exactly.
That sounds pretty handy.
It is. And if you prefer, there's the all-in-one SEO pack.
All in one. Oh.
It integrates really well with various WordPress features and gives you a ton of options for optimizing your SEO elements.
So it's like a one-stop shop for SEO.
Pretty much. And for a more streamlined experience, there's the SEO framework.
Okay, the SEO framework. Got it.
It's known for its speed and efficiency, and it's regularly updated.
So there are options for everyone, no matter what my tech skills are.
Exactly.
But I have a feeling that even with the best tools, SEO isn't a set it and forget it kind of thing.
You're right about that.
So I can't just write my titles and descriptions once and call it a day.
Unfortunately not. SEO is a dynamic process. You got to keep monitoring, keep adapting.
Monitoring and adapting. Okay, what does that actually look like in practice?
Well, there are tools like Google Analytics, for instance.
Google Analytics.
And Google Search Console. These give you incredible insights into how people are finding your website.
So it's like peeking behind the curtain and seeing what's actually happening.
Exactly. You can see what keywords they're using, how they're engaging with your content.
And then use that data to make adjustments.
Precisely. You can fine-tune your titles, your descriptions, your whole SEO strategy.
Okay, so it's all about tracking, analyzing, and making changes based on what the data tells me.
You got it. By analyzing what's working and what's not, you can continuously refine your approach.
Stay ahead of the curve, right?
Exactly. And speaking of staying ahead of the curve, let's talk about the Australian market specifically.
Okay, let's get down under. What do I need to know about tailoring my SEO to Australia?
Well, Australia has its own unique set of regulations and best practices that can impact SEO.
Oh, interesting. I never really thought about how location could affect SEO.
It definitely does. For instance, data privacy is a huge deal for Australian consumers.
Right, makes sense.
So making sure your website is compliant with Australian privacy laws is crucial.
Got it. Compliance is key.
And then, of course, we have the language.
Language.
Using local phrases and terminology can really make a difference in how your website resonates with Aussies.
Oh, right. So, like, I might use brekkie instead of breakfast or something.
Exactly. Or mention popular local events, things that are relevant to Australians.
Okay, so it's all about speaking their language, literally and figuratively.
Precisely. It builds trust and credibility when you show that you understand their culture and their way of life.
I like it. This is all really eye-opening.
Glad to hear it.
So we've covered a lot, from the why to the how of titles and meta descriptions, and even the specific considerations for Australia.
We have.
It seems like SEO is a pretty complex beast.
It can be, but
by taking a strategic, data-driven approach,
yes,
I can see how it can be really powerful.
Absolutely. SEO is a journey.
A journey.
And it's one that's constantly evolving.
So what's next on this SEO journey? What else should we dive into to really master this whole thing.
Well,
You know, it's funny you say that about SEO being a journey.
yeah.
It really reminds me of how much the internet itself has changed, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
It's gone from this kind of niche thing for techies to something that's like completely intertwined with our lives.
Totally. And just like the internet's evolved, so has the way we find information online. Search engines have become so sophisticated.
They really have.
Understanding how they work is, well, it's essential for anyone who wants to be found.
Okay, so what are some of those like more advanced SEO concepts or techniques we should be thinking about? I'm ready to level up my SEO game.
All right. Well, one concept that often gets overlooked is search intent.
Search intent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
It's basically understanding what the user's really looking for when they type something into Google.
So, like, reading their minds.
Well, not quite mind reading, but it's about understanding the motivation behind their search.
Okay, give me an example.
Sure. Imagine someone searches for, let's say, best coffee Sydney.
Best coffee, Sydney, all right?
Now, are they looking for a blog post listing the top cafes?
Maybe?
Or are they looking for a map with locations?
Could be.
Or maybe they want online reviews.
I see what you mean. The same search term could have totally different meanings depending on what the person actually wants.
Exactly. And Google's getting really, really good at figuring that out.
Figuring out what we actually want.
Search intent. So it's not just about using the right keywords. It's about using them in a way that aligns with what users actually want to see.
Okay, so my titles and descriptions need to send the right signals, both to Google and to those potential visitors.
Yes. You want to tell them, hey, my content is exactly what you're looking for.
Got it. Loud and clear.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Oh.
Google's algorithms are constantly analyzing user behavior.
User behavior.
They're looking at things like click-through rates,
Right. We talked about those.
time spent on a page,
Okay.
even bounce rates,
Bounce rate.
how quickly people leave a page.
Oh, right.
All of that data helps them determine how relevant and valuable your content is.
So Google's like watching everything we do online
In a way, yes.
and then using that data to decide which websites should rank higher.
Exactly. It's all about providing the best possible user experience.
Makes sense.
If your content isn't meeting the needs of users, it's just not going to rank well.
No matter how many keywords I cram in there.
Exactly. So it's not about gaming the system.
Right.
It's about creating genuinely valuable content that people actually want to engage with.
Content that actually helps people, provides information, entertainment, whatever they're looking for.
Exactly. At the end of the day, SEO is about connecting with real people.
We can't forget that.
Absolutely not.
Speaking of connecting with people, let's bring it back to the Australian market.
All right.
We touched on it earlier, but I'd love to dig a little deeper into those specific challenges and opportunities for SEO down under.
Sure. Well, one of the unique things about Australia is, well, it's a relatively small population spread out over a vast area.
Right, huge country, not as many people as some other places.
Exactly. And that means targeting specific regions or cities within Australia can be really effective.
Oh, okay, so instead of trying to reach everyone in Australia, I should focus on, like, specific locations.
Precisely. Think about the local nuances.
Nuances.
The slang, the specific needs of people in different parts of the country.
Right, like someone in Sydney might be searching for different things than someone in Perth.
Exactly. If you can tailor your content and keywords to those specific areas, you'll have a much better chance of connecting with the right people.
Okay, so location, even online.
Exactly. And don't forget, Australia has a strong sense of national identity
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and a preference for supporting local businesses.
True.
Highlighting your Australian roots or your commitment to Aussie-made products, that can be a big plus.
So, like, mentioning that I'm an Australian-owned business.
Exactly. Or that you use local ingredients, or that you support Australian charities.
Got it. Tap into that Aussie pride.
Exactly.
No.
And don't underestimate the power of storytelling.
Storytelling.
Yeah, sharing your brand's story in a way that resonates with Australian values and experiences, that can be really powerful.
So it's not just about the technical stuff, it's about connecting on a deeper level.
Absolutely. It's about showing that you understand your audience, that you're part of their community.
You know, this whole conversation has really shifted my perspective on SEO.
Really?
I came in thinking it was all about keywords and algorithms, but it's so much more than that.
It is. It's about understanding your audience, crafting compelling content, building genuine connections.
It's about creating a website that not only ranks well, but also provides real value to the people who visit it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And speaking of value, I'm curious about your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about attracting the right audience, but how do we make sure we're doing that ethically?
That's a great question, and one that's often overlooked, unfortunately.
So how can we use SEO for good, so to speak?
Well, I think it starts with aligning your SEO strategy with your core
That
values.
core values, okay.
Ask yourself, are we using our online presence to promote positive change?
That's a good one.
Are we being transparent about our practices?
Transparency, right?
Are we treating our audience with respect?
Respect. Yeah, those are all important.
Absolutely. We need to be mindful of the impact our actions have on others.
Both online and offline.
Exactly. And strive to create a digital space that benefits everyone.
So it's not just about what we're saying, it's about how we're saying it and the overall message we're sending.
Precisely. And this goes beyond just the words on your website.
Okay, like what?
It's about how you interact with people online, the content you share, the partnerships you form, the overall tone of your brand.
I see. So it's about being a good digital citizen. essentially.
Exactly. SEO can be this incredibly powerful tool for growth.
We've definitely seen that.
But it's important to use it responsibly and ethically.
Well said. So we've covered a lot of ground here, from those advanced SEO concepts to the ethical considerations.
We have. It's been quite a journey.
It really has. Any other gems of wisdom you want to share before we wrap things up?
Oh,
I think one thing that's become super clear throughout this whole deep dive is that SEO, it's a long game.
oh, definitely.
It's not about those quick fixes or, trying to trick the system. It's about building something solid.
Building a foundation.
Exactly. Creating an online presence that's going to last.
And that foundation, it starts with understanding the fundamentals, which thankfully we've covered quite a bit today.
Yeah, we talked about titles, those meta descriptions, keywords, even search intent, and the whole Australian context.
Right.
But is there like one final piece of the SEO puzzle we should touch on?
There is actually.
Okay, I'm all ears. What is it?
It's the concept of building what's called topical authority.
Topical authority.
Yeah, think of it like becoming a trusted expert in your field.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just about ranking for individual keywords.
Right.
It's about establishing my website as the go-to resource.
Exactly. For a specific topic or niche.
So if I specialize in, say, sustainable fashion, I should create all sorts of content, like blog posts, articles, videos, all focused on different aspects of sustainable fashion.
Precisely. The more you cover the topic, the more you demonstrate your expertise.
And that builds trust with my audience, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, but how does this all tie back into SEO?
Well, when Google sees that your website is like this hub of valuable information on a specific topic,
Okay.
it's more likely to rank your content higher for those relevant searches.
So it's like I prove myself to Google by consistently creating high-quality content.
Exactly. It's about building that credibility and authority.
This is kind of like a snowball effect. The more great content I create,
Yeah.
the more Google trusts me, the higher I rank.
Yeah.
Which leads to more traffic,
More engagement.
more success ultimately.
Exactly. It's a virtuous cycle, but it all starts with that amazing content that truly helps your audience.
This has been an incredible deep dive. I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too. It's been fun.
We've covered so much ground, and I feel like I have a much better grasp on SEO now
Good.
and how it can really work for me, especially here in Australia.
It's all about applying those strategies in the right context.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap up, any final words of wisdom for our listeners out there?
Just remember that SEO, at its core, it's really about connecting with people.
Connecting with people.
Building relationships, providing value, making a positive impact.
Right. Yeah.
So as you embark on your SEO journey, don't forget that human element.
Don't get so lost in the technical stuff that you forget about the people you're trying to reach.
Exactly.
Well said. A huge thank you to Now Technology Systems for their insightful blog post.
Yes, great post.
It really guided our deep dive today.
It was a pleasure diving in with you.
Likewise. And to everyone listening, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive and learned some valuable tips along the way.
As always.
Don't forget to check out the show notes for all those resources we mentioned.
Links, everything.
And until next time, happy optimizing.